here clumsy and you need a helping hand. She talking about she love me, but I do not understand. And if we can't find him, then we at his man. The ones that hate me the
The city of Atlanta is the scene for the Raptors. One of the most improved players we've ever seen, Fred VanVleet, looking to lead his team on both ends as they game plan for the task ahead at State Farm Arena. Raptors, Hawks, up next.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up, all the way up.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A., take it away.
Thank you so much, Kevin. The Hawks have accumulated a depth of talent. Trae Young says we've got a lot of weapons. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I get to play with all these guys that have different talents, and it opens things up for me, so I'm just having fun. Back to you guys.
Well, he plays like he's having fun. David, thanks. And here's a look at the power rankings. Now that we've gotten into February, plenty of data to considering to go on. A look at Chicago. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top five.
And I think for the Raptors, they're still sorting out their roster, trying to find a way to unlock their full potential in a holding pattern, if you will. And that could change, though, at any moment.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The forwards are Anunoby and Siakam. Guard spots filled by VanVleet and Trent. And it's Birch in at the 5 down low. And for the Hawks, Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duties. Okongwu is out there with Johnson. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. And tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting for each team. Greg, there are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, there's never a substitute for balance. And coaches and players are too smart. You have to keep your opponents guessing. But leave no doubt, the three-pointer is here to stay.
They get it again. Birch tried to bank it in, but he misses. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as a favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
Here's Hunter. It's hauled in by Trent. Toronto, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Now the pass to Birch. From past the arc. A shot that time, not on target. In the corner, it's Hunter. Inside. Johnson, the pass to Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
First point of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Here's Young. Offensive rebound. Bogdanovich, no luck.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And Siakam throws it down.
Now, how about the bounce of Pascal Siakam off the dribble drive?
Now, here is Young. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Van Vliet against Young. Here's Trent. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now, here is Young. Providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. Bogdanovich wide open. Drops in the tray. Bogdanovich has got 5.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
And Young, here we go. And the shot goes in.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league. Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Got that bucket in no time at all. Young's got his second bucket tonight.
Just a threat to score off the dribble. Young is crafty at assessing the defense and exploiting it.
The offensive rebound. Here's Birch, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
I just love the determination on that backboard. Coming out of the gates, really, really strong.
Yeah, we're seeing some early signs that he is on his game. That putback's a good illustration of the work he's ready to put in tonight.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
It's good. He has 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Johnson outside. Young against Van Vliet. Hunter, no one around him. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. And Van Vliet on top.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
Johnson against Siakam. From downtown, Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And the Raptors miss again.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Scooped up.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
For 3. Trent can't hit.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up the three-pointers, but not much to show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
It's good. Nice touch there from O'Connell.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Trent finds Van Vliet from deep. Rebounded by the Hawks.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
That shot wide open. Young's got his third bucket of the night.
And you give Young just a glimpse of the bucket. He can drain it from literally anywhere on the floor.
Toronto calls timeout. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
And the better they know each other, the more competitive they become. Expect this first one to be extremely spirited, with each side trying desperately to send a message early.
Check out the numbers for Fred VanVleet. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. He's averaging 47 points, 14 assists, and 5 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 7-point differential. Took him no time at all on that one. Young's got 10 points.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Well, you love the unselfishness of Fred VanVleet. This guy is so good recognizing when his teammates are open.
And the Hawks with possession here. Young pass to Hunter. Here's Johnson. Birch grabs the board. Birch has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Anunoby, and that one is hammered home.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
Johnson outside. Back to Bogdanovich. The shot, no good. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Raptors moving the ball around. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Atlanta making a switch here. Herter's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Young's checked in for Pascal Siakam. Here's Herter. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Lakers. Hunter against Young. Huts at 5 from 18. And there's Hunter on the assist from Bogdanovich.
A solid mid-range shooter. Hunter knows where his strengths are.
Now here's Trent. He's covered closely. VanVleet can't get it to go. The Hawks leading by 6. Bogdanovich passes to Okongwu. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Okongwu's now got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Passes it to Birch. For 3, VanVleet. Out of bounds. It will go to the Hawks.
Well, a chance to check out Birch here. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 4th in field goal percentage, and he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Young with the steal. Now the Raptors moving it up. Trent gets the bucket. Trent's got 7 points.
Boy, that's fast break basketball at its absolute best. Outstanding assist to finish it off.
Oh, and here comes Young all alone. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Okongwu. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his first personal
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Atlanta.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
As something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
And that one falls for Okongwu. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
And so he makes both from the line. Raptors trail by 8. On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Trent. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range. 10 points for him.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Wright. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Lakers.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
Here's Boucher, Trent, and again Toronto with the triple.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Trent's gotten 3 baskets in 7 attempts from long range. And Wright kicks to Reddish. Wright against Van Vliet. A wide open look here for Okongwu. The Hawks again can't hit.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
That's a 2 from Barnes. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Van Vliet passes to Trent. Back to Van Vliet. There's the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
The Hawks trailing. That's tipped. Right inside. Defended by Trent. Reddish dishes to Jang. Over Trent.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Okongwu, a good look. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Raptors shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. Power down with both hands.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
The Hawks shooting quite well in these early minutes, 55%. And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Trae Young.
And he's lost some of his feel for the three-point shot. It's been a tough month for him from long range compared to earlier in the season. And now he might be starting to press, which can lead to even more problems.
Now here's Wright. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To end the run. And Zhang kicks to Reddish. It's right on the wing. Boucher defending. Fast break Toronto. Barnes got the ball. Van Vliet outside. The three ball. And the three ball is good. Now it's a 6-point Toronto lead.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Barnes outside, launches it. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Achua's checked in. Wright finds Zhang. Here's Okongwu. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Okongwu. Flynn's checked in for Toronto. No good on the second free throw. Raptors leading by 8. From 11 feet away. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And it's blocked. Barnes against Wright. Barnes passes to Trent. 3-pointer. Reddish grabs the rebound. And Boucher sends it back. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. 5 seconds left to play here in the first. And there's the call on Precious Achiuwa. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
You'd be hard-pressed to find an area where Zhang's growth has not been seen. No longer a guy you can send to the line.
Barnes passes to Anunoby over Cook. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Raptors lead by 7. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
The Hawks trail by 7. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So for Toronto right now, we've got Anunoby. Gary Trent is out there with Barnes. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Achua in at the center, locking down the middle. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Atlanta Hawks are back. Last season, they won the Southeast Division for the first time in 6 seasons. With quality players at every position, things are starting to gel. Trae Young said, "This feels good. We just have a lot of belief in each other." Guys, they are poised to be good for a long time.
They've clearly made the turn, David. Thanks.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Atlanta's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. The finish. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Cam Reddish.
OG Anunoby is tremendously athletic. When he plays with this level of aggression, it's hard not to foul him.
And competition is at the root of all sports. Certainly, sometimes, things get chippy. And as a player, Greg, how do you handle that aspect when emotions and physicality get going?
Kevin, you're always taught to control your emotions, but easier said than done. And in reality, sometimes you have to man up. You have to let it be known that you're not going to accept things, and at the same time, you got to be smart. So the goal is to beat the other team, not literally.
Here's Herter. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the wide open shot from Reddish. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. To the paint. Here's Van Vliet. And the layup is good. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Lets it go with a 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The Hawks have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Cook dishes to Reddish. The shot missing. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
The Hawks trail by 13. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Van Vliet's got 17. Here is Cook. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there it is for him.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
Achua, the pass to Anunoby. And he drives in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power athleticism. Beautifully done.
Hawks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Over in the corner, Reddish connects from three-point range. He's got 9.
Well, the defense daring him to shoot, and he makes them pay for their disrespect.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. 9 feet out. Reddish grabs the rebound.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
He gets that one.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Raptors leading by 10. Barnes finds Van Vliet. Hits it from three-point range. Van Vliet's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And it's Cook missing. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Achua, no good. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. A shot by Reddish, no good. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Boucher kicks to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Atlanta making some changes. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Reddish. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Huerter. And Toronto also making a switch. Siakam's checked in. That one's good, and the Raptor lead has cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Cook. Baseline jumper. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 5 rebounds tonight. All that he gives them on offense. Siakam's ability, Greg, to switch defensively is key for this team.
And he can legitimately stay in front of guards on the perimeter. I mean, this guy contests shots without fouling. You love the combination of focus and strong fundamentals.
Now here's Barnes following the missed shot by DeAndre Hunter.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Solid entry. Hunter's eyes light up when he gets a chance to finish one of those off.
Now here's VanVleet. 29 points for him last game against the Heat in Miami.
And his passing is simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch.
Siakam on the foul. And the Raptors lead by 10.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Hawks have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Cook, the pass to Bogdanovic. To the middle. And Jang gets it to go. Jang's got 5 now.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
On the wing, Johnson puts it up from 12. Pass to Hunter. The 3. Atlanta gets it back. Jang. And finished off by Jang.
Yeah, you can't afford to let Gorgui Jang float around on the offensive glass. He's going to find a way to hurt you.
And finished off by Siakam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And the shot goes down. 7 points in the game.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the foul called on OG. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Make some noise! Hands for Atlanta Hawks dancing. Seattle Hawks dancers.
Van Vliet against Young. Here he goes. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Here's Hunter. And it's good off the back rim and in. Hunter's got 9.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Young, good.
Such a confident finisher in close. You want to know why Thad Young's percentage is high? Look at that assertiveness.
Young from outside. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Van Vliet passes to Young. Fires the 3. Trent gets the bucket. He's got 18.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And that one's good. Hunter.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Van Vliet kicks to Trent. And here's Barnes for 3. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 7. Young with no one around. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
For 3, Hunter. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Van Vliet passes to Trent. From deep 3-point range. Count that one from Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 26 points.
Bringing that 3-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter. Shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Siakam kicks to Van Vliet. Here's the 3. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the pass to Hunter. Moves back up. Young with the steal. Here's Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Young drives in. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And tonight is why Young is an all-star. He's got incredible scoring ability. Trey can shoulder the load on that end.
And here's Barnes for 3. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter. His 3rd overall.
To the inside. And stolen by Siakam. And even 3-on-3 break. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by the Raptors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Raptors moving the ball around. For 3, Siakam. And again, Toronto with the triple.
For 3.
50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. And then Johnson with the jam.
Strong move to the 10. Trying to get his guys
going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
And the shot is good.
Well, if you think about Fred VanVleet's handle and his ability to operate at different speeds, you understand how effective he can be on the drive.
Young, it drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Rebound, Atlanta. Bogdanovich has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Young. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 6 assists now in the game. The drive by Siakam. Good on the bucket. Siakam's got 13 points.
Wow, finishing through contact with a beautiful display of focus. What a job by Pascal Siakam through contact.
Hunter for 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Raptors up 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Fred VanVleet has been the story in this one. He ended up with 28 points, 7 assists, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what you see out there?
Efficiency. You know, I think that's big. That's a key to success. You got to protect the basketball. You can't make those risky passes that lead to highlight film dunks. So I thought it was a great job.
And Shaq, what you see from Atlanta?
They can't be happy with their defense, allowing over 50% shooting. They need to be a lot more aggressive at that end of the floor. Get those hands up, move your feet. Do the early shuffle. Bop, bop, bop. The early shuffle. Bop, bop, bop.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Fred VanVleet has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points and close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Hunter. And it's Okongwu in its center. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Hunter on the wing. Now, here's Okongwu. Forward by Birch. Young's shot is off.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
VanVleet can't get it to go. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning Mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
They get it back. Anunoby up and in on the layup. Anunoby's got 8.
You know this about OG Anunoby. This guy's going to give you tremendous effort nightly. Really good job on the glass.
Young passes to Johnson. Young against Anunoby. Young dishes to Okongwu. For the 3. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just 1 in the basket from Young. Young's got 28 points for the game. Passes to Trent. There's the triple. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got his 8th assist in the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Birch. Trent with it from deep. Drills it from outside. Trent's got 6 here in this quarter.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Okongwu kicks to Bogdanovich. Uncovered. Nice jump shot. Good. 13 points for Bogan Bogdanovich.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Siakam passes to Anunoby. Toronto working the ball around now. And the shot goes in. 8 points for him. Here's Young. And he has 28 points for the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Pass to Trent. Jacks up a 3. The shot comes out, so the Hawks will take it the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up the foul. That's his 5th foul.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. 1 more and he's done.
For the Hawks, Gorgie Dangs checked in for Johnson. And it's Reddish in for DeAndre Hunter. Chris Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Three minutes gone now in the third quarter. Boucher against Chang. The pass to Young. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got assist number 7 for him tonight. VanVleet with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. And he comes up with the deuce. Birch has got 4 this quarter. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Now, this is, to me, where Zhang is really starting to improve, making moves inside that force the defender's hand.
The Hawks have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogan Bogdanovich. The Raptors also with a sub. Watanabe's checked in for Fred VanVleet. It's Trent on the wing. Here's Watanabe. And they get it back. Launches a 3. Okongwu grabs the board. The Atlanta's gone 4-6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Off target from three-point range. Toronto trailing. Anunoby passes to Watanabe. Hands it from downtown.
Well, OG Anunoby is going to continue to develop his game, and that pass, that was pretty.
Young outside. Here's Huerter. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Huerter's got himself on the board with 3 there. Passes it to Trent. Shoots the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
Young passes to Okongwu. Here's Huerter. Out to the right wing. Here's Chang. Here's Okongwu. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To the wing on the left. Here's Trent. From outside, off the mark. Hawks have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Down low, Chang. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Chang's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a look. Young providing the dime. A really unselfish player.
And the Raptors call time here. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Raptors with some changes. Achua, he's checked in for Kem Birch. And it's Barnes in for Watanabe. In Toronto, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Pass to Barnes. Three-pointer. The rebound by Young. Young's got 6 rebounds in the game. And he makes good on the way. Young's got 33 points.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Pass to Barnes. To the inside. Boucher kicks to Trent. Here's Anunoby. Offensive rebound. Achua, the pass to Trent. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Atlanta leading by 4. Here's Reddish. It's Young on the wing, defended by Trent. Young's shot is off. Toronto shooting around 44% in this third quarter. Here's Barnes. Got it. Good job in the low post. Barnes has got 15.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Reddish.
Raptors foul. OG Anunoby. That's his third. Team fourth.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Atlanta.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Take a break.
Yeah, and I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
That free throw good from Reddish. DeLon Wright, he's checked in for the Hawks. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. And so it's Atlanta with it. They've led by as much as 10. Out left to the wing. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Herter. Herter's got 5 points now this quarter. Raptors trail by 4. Trent passes to Achua. Trent kicks to Barnes. Hits the three-point bomb. Barnes has got 20 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
There's the pass to Okongwu. It's blocked. They get it back. Passes it to Young. Trains the three-pointer. Young's got 11 in the second half.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Just his first attempt. Second shot opportunity. Good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Pass to Reddish. Here's Herter, covered by Barnes. Drills the three-pointer. Reddish has got 14 points for the game.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Trent finds Barnes. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
For the lead, Reddish grabs the rebound. Reddish has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Herter, no good. Toronto trailing. Achua kicks to Anunoby. Here's Trent. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Knocked loose. And they're moving it up. Pass to Barnes. Takes a three. Nailed from three-point land. Barnes has got 26 points. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those.
The three from Barnes gets it to go from beyond the arc. Barnes has got 16 here in the second half. Hawks shooting an impressive 61% from the field in this third quarter.
That's his first personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
That's good from Young.
Averaging about 30 points and 9 assists per game during his second season. Trae Young was named an all-star in 2020, solidifying himself as a franchise player.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Hawks. And then for Toronto, Siakam is checked in for Precious Achiuwa. Young comes in for Chris Boucher. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Anunoby.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
VanVleet can't get it to go. And it's Wright with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. It's Young on the wing. Knocks down the three ball. Young's got 43 points.
What's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Good, and VanVleet gets the assist. VanVleet's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. A minute 42 left to play in the third. Here's Young to the wing right side. Reddish in Atlanta again with the bucket.
With the assist.
Raptors trail by 3. VanVleet outside. From deep three-point range, and the Raptors hit again from deep.
He tore it up from downtown in the first half. Now hits this one. Dangerous shooter, guys.
Wright looking around, and there's the drive.
The quickness of DeLon Wright is a lot for defenders to deal with. How pretty is that drive?
VanVleet passes to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. And here's Barnes for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Hunter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And stolen by Barnes. The pass to Trent. The 3. They get it back. And Young kicks to Barnes. Young on the follow. Young's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
The prototypical I will do everything. Every piece of dirty work you have. Thad Young doing a nice job taking it off the window and scoring.
And that one's good. Hunter.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Young against VanVleet. It's Trent on the wing. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Right outside. Over Trent. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He's cashed in 9 times from beyond the arc this game. Who knows how many threes he'll wind up with. Back to the action after this word. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for Toronto right now, guard spots filled by Van Vliet and Trent. Young out there with Kem Birch. And Siakam in at the 3 spot. The Hawks leading. In the corner, Cook with it. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
Thaddeus Young on the wing. Trent kicks to Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. Here's Birch. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
And doing that kind of dirty work down low makes a huge difference in a game this close. What a play on the offensive glass.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
The Hawks leading by 5. And Gary Trent gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Atlanta making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Hunter. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by the Raptors. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Bogdanovich finds Zhang. It's hauled in by Trent.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
In the corner, it's Van Vliet. A new 14 for the Raptors. Pass to Trent. Siakam for 3. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback. And it's now only a 1-point Hawks lead.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Here is Cook, covered by Van Vliet. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And they're pushing it up. Here's Birch, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Cook, the pass to Johnson. Back to Cook. That's up a 3. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Trent. Out of bounds. Atlanta takes possession. Okongwu's checked in for Gorgie Dang.
Onyeka Okongwu.
And it's Cook with the ball for the Atlanta Hawks. The lead is 2. And stolen by Siakam. Finished off the break. Van Vliet's got 33.
Yeah, this guy is cooking right now. Fred Van Vliet has found his rhythm, and the defense better step up here.
There's the lob to the hoop. Rejected by Young. Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich from outside the arc. And Fred Van Vliet gets the 3. And now a 3-point Raptor lead.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Johnson. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. 8 points for Johnson.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
The pass to Okongwu. Kicks it to Cook. to the paint. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Cook. Cook's got assist number 5 here tonight. Here's Van Vliet. It counts, and the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu.
And there's the strength and determination Van Vliet's known for. He battles nonstop.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Atlanta. And the Raptors also making a change. Anunoby's checked in. Atlanta's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And there's the feed to Okongwu. Dishes it to Bogdanovic. To the left wing. Here's Huerter. Covered by Van Vliet. And that one, good.
Well, that's a nice play. You've got to read the situation and go to your floater game when necessary.
Toronto's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Van Vliet kicks to Anunoby. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Boy, just tremendous concentration on deep range. OG Anunoby is really coming along as a shooter.
Outside, Bogdanovic. Takes it from 10, and Atlanta again with the bucket.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time. I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
Oh, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
The Raptors have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Passes it to Anunoby. Now, here's Trent. He is covered by Bogdanovic.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own, and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
A 3-hunter. Another 3 for Atlanta.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Young left side. Pass to Trent. Will it go? A rebound by Johnson.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
And it's good for 2.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. It's just a great ball movement.
Toronto calls timeout.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Present our New Balance player of the game, Fred VanVleet.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Young's checked in for Bogdanovic. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. We're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Here's Trent. They grabbed their own miss. Birch's shot's good.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Atlanta calls timeout.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Here's Johnson to the left side wing. Here's Herter, and he dunks it down.
And he just doubles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The shot by Birch, no good. Atlanta leading by 10. And Fred VanVleet is going to pick up a foul. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Flynn's checked in for Fred VanVleet.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Takes the three. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Raptors.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
Young with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now, breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Trent finds Boucher. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. From deep. And no good. So Atlanta will take it the other way.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
It's good on the putback. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 11 now for Atlanta.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
And really deep three that time. Trent's got 30 points.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Stolen. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. All going up court. Young passes to Birch. And here's Trent. Pass to Anunoby. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Herter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Poked away.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
And the pass to Anunoby. Fires for three. Offensive rebound. Beyond the arc. He scores his sixth bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
You can see that OG Anunoby wants the opportunity to deliver in a big moment and does.
Atlanta calls timeout. Passes it to Herter. Young outside. Back to Herter. This one for three. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Toronto calls timeout. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
Raptors trail by 8. Out to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Anunoby passes to Boucher. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher. The Hawks leading by 8. And a deep three from Young. A rebound by Young. Young's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Birch. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, Thaddeus Young is a team-first guy, and if he sees an opportunity to get a teammate a shot, he will deliver it.
Atlanta's shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been struggling. The Raptors shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. It's Trent on the wing. Off target from side. And so it's Atlanta with it. From deep. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Trent. Back to Young. Right wing. Here's Anunoby. No good on the triple. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. 6-point game.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Hawks making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in.
And with and one, he's cut it to a one-possession game. Just terrific determination on his part.
Big crowd won't miss. From deep three-point range, Okongwu kicks to Hunter. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Trent passes to Young. Boucher with the ball. Defended by Young. Anunoby. Can't tie it up. That one misses. And an intentional foul right there.
That's his second personal foul. Team third.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and he commits the intentional foul.
Team fourth.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
2 shots.
And he ends up making the second. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the Raptors call time here. They're down by 4. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 24 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Boucher. And a miss there on the triple. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big. And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
On the free throw, no good. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for Atlanta, DeAndre Hunter taking 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. No good at the stretch. This time, the second misses also. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
You hear this consistent. about Thaddeus Young. He's going to do whatever you ask of him. He'll start, he'll come off the bench, but he is going to impact the game.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're leading by 3. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And the officials are calling a technical foul here. You don't see this too often, but they tried to call for a timeout when they had none left.
And really a complete lack of awareness. Seemed to have no idea they were out of timeouts.
A good point, Greg. It is. He just lost focus completely. Didn't have his head in the game at all at that moment. To take the lead.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And that one misses. And the Raptors with the ball, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
And that's his first personal foul. Team 4.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1.
That's rival 2.
That one drops. He ties it up.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite. Smart basketball.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's his second personal foul. Team 5.
And no good is the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And the second of 2 is good. That will put them up by 2. And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Fred, in the first half of the season, you found a way to get it done. What do you take away from this win?
I'm glad we got the win. That was a rough one. They played really hard. They got the best out of us, but we just had to buckle down and get some wins, and that's all I'm about, just trying to get wins this time of year and put yourself in a good position going forward.
You're pushing toward a good result. Thanks very much for your time. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.